Aloha, this is Susan, your master coach, and welcome to Just Breathe. This too shall pass. And oh boy, have the last 11 days been a roller coaster of emotions and causing anxiety. I had someone send me a DM and asking for assistance through their anxiety. I'll read it for you. Since so and so took office, each day has brought increasing stress and anxiety to my life as a Black senior level 1 ASD woman in America. What can continual stress like this do to my endocrine and nervous system? I'm really feeling wiped out, nauseated, and emotionally paralyzed to do anything. Yeah, I think a lot of us are there with you. Um, I'm really sorry that you're feeling this way, all of you. Um, you're not alone. I'm right in there with you. Ongoing stress, especially from external sources like political turmoil like this, can have significant impacts on both your endocrine and your nervous systems. I'm not a doctor or a nurse or anything, but I've been a Reiki practitioner, master practitioner for almost 10 years. And that's one of the reasons um, I started doing it was for my anxiety, to help lower the impact on my endocrine and my nervous systems. Because stress activates your body's fight or flight response, right? Leading to the release of what we call stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. We've all heard of those. Adrenaline, when we're hyper excited, just pumps us up and gives us superhuman energy. And when stress becomes chronic, habitual, these very same hormones remain elevated. And this can disrupt several systems in your body, including your endocrine system. Now, prolonged stress can interfere with hormone production, leading to issues like weight gain or weight loss, disrupted sleep patterns, changes in menstrual cycles, if that's applicable to you, and potentially contributing to conditions like thyroid imbalances, high blood pressure, or even diabetes. It may also contribute to what we used to call a long time ago chronic fatigue syndrome, um, which could explain this person's feelings of being wiped out after all of this flood of stress with hormones in their body. Um, and the nervous system. The nervous system may also become overwhelmed by chronic stress. Most definitely will. This can contribute to um, feelings of anxiety, depression, difficulty concentrating, or cognitive overload, overthinking, too much on the brain. Um, this prolonged activation of what's called the sympathetic nervous system, I always want to call that the wrong thing. Um, this can result in what they say symptoms such as with a heightened irritability. You're crankier than most, or you're hyper vigilant. Um, some may say paranoid, but you're hyper aware and of maybe something around you that might not look cool. And physical symptoms like nausea or muscle tension too. So If you're feeling paralyzed emotionally, nauseated really for no reason, and overwhelmed by everything, your body's way of signaling to you that it's under immense pressure is this. So it's important to take steps to care for your body and your mind, especially when these physical symptoms are present. So on some of the other videos that I've got, I give certain grounding techniques like deep breathing. I will also come back and do a progressive muscle relaxation short audio. Even gentle stretching. When you wake up, I like to do just a nice stretch before my feet even hit the floor. My dog does it. My dog stretches. As soon as she gets up, she does her stretch. Ugh. And then she's down to her bowl. So why don't you try that too? And this can help regulate your nervous system and unbundle all of these knots that we develop while we're sleeping. So self-care practices includes restful sleep. That can be difficult for us. Hydration. Oh gosh, that's a challenge for me. Drinking water and mineral infused fluids, not just coffee all day. Guilty, guilty, guilty. And nourishing foods are essential for replenishing your body. Now, therapeutic support such as counseling, coaching, or speaking with a healthcare professional if you need more in-depth mental health care, might provide helpful strategies for coping with the emotional toll of all these external stressors we're living day by day right now. As I stated, we're only 11 days in, but it's okay to acknowledge how difficult this is. It's difficult. It's hard. And you're not perfect. You're human. You're allowed to be exhausted, especially when you don't have time to pour back into yourself or no one else is pouring back into you and you're pouring into everyone else. And seeking support can provide you with the tools to manage the stress. So I leave you today with just one question. And I want you to seriously think about this. Write it down so you can maybe add to the list. All right. The question is, how are you currently finding ways to cope with this anxiety? How are you currently finding ways to cope with this anxiety? So I leave you on that note today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you haven't yet subscribed, give me a like and a share or a heart if you're on fan base for more solutions to anxiety, whether it's for ASD or, neurotypical, doesn't matter. Anxiety affects us all, and we can all learn to relax and just breathe. Aloha.